Hello everyone, and welcome back to your channel of Math and Engineering Made Easy. Today we are going to solve rational equations, and of course they tell you have to show work, definitely. Some of these problems are easy because they already give you, like problem number one, they give you x minus 8 as a common denominator, so you just ignore it and use the numerators. What do I mean by that? On the side, I want you to do the following. You see the value that would make the denominator equal 0, which in this case is negative 8, and you say, I'm sorry, x equals 8, and you say x does not equal 8. To remind yourself that at the end of the day, when you solve the problem, if you get the answer x equals 8, you say, no, that is an erroneous answer, and this equation doesn't have a solution. Or if you have multiple answers or multiple values that make the denominator 0, just write that on the side. Now, since I can multiply both sides by x minus 8, that's why I tell you can just ignore the denominator. I'm going to multiply both sides by x minus 8. So the x minus 8 simplifies with that, simplifies with that, and simplifies with that. And you get negative 4x minus 11 equals 25. Okay, so I'm going to add 11 to both sides and get negative 4x equals 36. Finally, I'm going to divide by negative 4, and I get x equals negative 9. It's not 8, so this is the answer. That was an easy one. Now, the second equation, I see in the middle, the midterm, not the midterm exam. Okay, 3 over 4 minus 2x. I can see that I can factor out a 4 here, and that would be 4 times x minus 6 equals 8 over x minus 6. On the side, as I told you, we say x doesn't equal 6 to remind ourselves. Here I can simplify the 2 with the 4, make that 2. Or I could have left it because we are going to take 4 anyway. Oh, don't worry. Okay, so as a common denominator on both sides, I have 2 and a 4, so the 4 is the least common multiple. I have x minus 6 and x minus 6. So 4 times x minus 6, 4 times x minus 6. When I divide this by the first term, which is 4, I get x minus 6 times 3. So 3x minus 18 minus, be careful with the minus. If I divide this by that, I get 2 times x is 2x. That's why I said it wasn't necessary to simplify by 2 because we're going to multiply by 2 again. And when I divide this by the right-hand side, I get 4. 4 times 8 is 32. Like I said, we are going to multiply right and left by 4 times x minus 6, and that simplifies with everything. So at the end of the day, I get 3x combined like terms. 3x minus 2x is x, minus 18 equals 32. I'm going to add 18 to both sides and get x equals 50, which is not 6, so it's fine. By the way, here you are not going to say, let's assume x equals 10, because x is not 10, it's 50. I can go back and check my answer by simply substituting. I could have substituted here. Let's substitute here. I get the left-hand side is 3 over 4 minus 2 times x. Now x is 50, so 2 times 50, or 100, over Between parentheses, 50 times 4 is 200 minus 24. And I see what I get, 0.181818. What is that, by the way? Yeah, 18 over 99, which can be simplified. Oh, which can be simplified as what? As 2 over 11. Equals 8 over x minus 6. If x is 50, then 8 over 44. I get the same exact answer. So, a quick check. This one, the numbers are 4, 6, and 12. Definitely the 12 is the common denominator. I have x, nothing x, so it's x, 12x. 12x divided by 6x is 2 times 3 is 6. Minus 12x over 12 is x times 9 is 9x. And 12x over 3x is 3 times 11 is 33. I'm going to multiply both sides by 12x. And notice I can multiply each side, but I combine them all so because I don't have enough space. I get 6 minus 9x equals 33. I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. So I get negative 9x equals 27. I'm going to divide. Here, by the way, I could have said, but it's not important to say x doesn't equal 0, because if x is 0, I will get. So I need to check at the end that x doesn't equal 0, which of course won't. So I'm going to divide by negative 9 both sides, and I get x equals negative 3, which is not 0. So next, I can factor 5 down here. So 18 over 5 times x plus 2 plus 4 over 5 equals negative 6 over x plus 2. So the common denominator is 5 times x plus 2. When I divide this by that, I get 1 times 18 is simply 18. Oops. When I divide this by 5, I get x plus 2 times 4 is 4x plus 8. So plus 4x plus 8. And when I divide this by that, I get 5 times negative 6 is negative 30. Like I said, I'm going to multiply this by 5 times x plus 2, and that by 5 times x plus 2. So these cancel, those cancel, and I combine like terms. I have 4x plus 26 equals negative 30. I'm going to subtract 26 from both sides. So I get 4x equals negative 56. I'm going to divide by 4 both sides. And I get x equals negative 14. X couldn't be negative 2. So in the beginning, I should have said x doesn't equal negative 2. And since I didn't get negative 2, then this is a correct answer. You want to check again to make sure. So let's say that is 18 divided by, I have 5x, which is negative 70, but let's multiply 5 times negative 14 plus 10. That's the first fraction. Plus 4 over 5. I get half. Let's go to the let's go to the right-hand side. I have negative 6 divided by x plus 2, negative 14 plus 2, which is negative 12. So definitely I get 1/2. Quick check again. Alrighty, let's move to the next row. Number 5. I can factor this, and I can see that this factor is x plus 3 times x plus 2. plus 7 over x plus 3 equals 2 over x plus 2. So x cannot be negative 2, and x cannot be negative 3. Now, my common denominator is x plus 3 times x plus 2. Dividing it by itself, you get 1, so the first term is 12. Dividing it by that, you get x plus 2 times 7 is plus 7x plus 14 equals. When I divide this by that, I get x plus 3 times 2 is 2x plus 6. Again, I'm going to multiply both sides by x plus 3 times x plus 2, and that's why we said x cannot be either. Which simplifies to 7x plus 26 equals 2x plus 6. I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides and simultaneously subtract 26 from both sides. So we just save space. 7x minus 2x is 5x. 6 minus 26 is negative 20. Dividing it by 5, I get x is negative 4. Neither negative 2 nor negative 3, so I don't have a problem. You want to check it out. 12 divided by negative 4 square plus 5 times negative 4 plus 6, close the parentheses, plus 7 over negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1, and that gives me negative 1. Now, when I divide the right-hand side, I get 2 over x is negative 4 plus 2, meaning 2 over negative 2, which is also negative 1. Quick check. If you have time, it's better always to check. Okay, here I have 2, 5, and 10. So the denominator, the common denominator is 10. X, and nothing, so it's x. 10x equals over 10x. 10x over 10 is x times 1 is x. 10x divided by 5x is 2 times 4x is 8x. 10x divided by 2x is 5 times negative 9 is negative 45. And of course, x cannot equal 0. Well, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 10x. And I get 9x, so already minus 45. Dividing by 9, I get x equals negative 5. Checking? Well, you can see that the x and the x cancel and we get 4/5. So 1/10 plus 4/5 is 1/10 plus 8/10 is 9/10 or 0.9. If x is negative 5 times 2 is negative 10, negative 9 over negative 10 is 0.9. So this can be checked quickly without a calculator if you want. Okay. This is a common denominator, so I don't need to take a common denominator. I'm going to multiply by 2x minus 5 and say that x cannot equal 5/2. Right? You set this to 0. At 5, you get 2x equals 5. So x divided by 2, you get x equals 5/2. So it cannot be 5/2. And this is a very simple equation. This is 7x plus 14 equals 63. I'm going to subtract 14 from both sides and get 7x equals 49. I'm going to divide by 7 both sides and I get x equals 7. Again, if you want to check, I mean, you don't have to worry about the denominator because really it was the same all along. So all what you have to do is to subtract x equals 7 and you get 14 plus 49 is 63. 14 plus 49 equals 63. It's very easy. No need to worry. Here, it's like they are telling you this would factor into these two, right? So the right-hand side, I'm just going to write the right-hand side because the left-hand side, I cannot simplify anything. It's 4x plus 2 divided by x minus 6 times x plus 2. So x minus 6 times x plus 2 equals over x minus 6 times x plus minus 2 plus 2. X doesn't equal 6, x doesn't equal negative 2. When I divide this by that, I get x plus 2, and x plus 2 times 2 is 2x plus 4. When I divide that by x plus 2, I get x minus 6 times 7 is plus 7x minus 42. Right-hand side, I get 1, so 4x plus 2. Multiplying both sides by x minus 6 times x plus 2 gives me this equation. Combining like terms, I get 2x plus 7x is 9x plus, no, minus, I'm sorry. 4 minus 42 is negative 38 equals 4x plus 2. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides, and I'm going to add 38 to both sides. I get 5x equals 40. I'm going to divide by 5 both sides. And I get x equals 8, which is neither 6 or negative 2. So I'm okay. Again, you want to check your answer. If x is 8, 2 over 8 minus 6 is 2 over 2, which is 1, plus 7/10. So it's 17/10, right? 1.7, the left-hand side. Well, let's do the right-hand side. 4x plus 2, which is 34, right? 4 times 8 plus 2 divided by 8 squared, which is 64, minus 8 times 4 minus 12. The right-hand side is 1.7, as we said. If you don't see it, you can do 8. So 2 over 2, which is 8 minus 6, plus 7 over 10, which is x plus 2, equals 1.7. So that was easy. And that really concludes the unit of rational expression. And we have one more unit to cover and we will finish the course. I will try to pick, like I already posted, I think 2 or 3 Regents exams for Algebra 1. Those of you who are taking it, I think there is one in August. So I'll try to pick another couple and solve them so that you have enough material to study and review and check yourself. I wish you all the best. Hopefully everybody will get great grades in Regents 1, Regents for Algebra 1, and soon I will see you in Algebra 2. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy it and see you tomorrow.